Hi, I'm going to show you how to fold a box only with your hands, a scissor, glue, and a piece of printer paper. So I'd say most of the time I fold in the middle of the paper. I started in the middle, then I took the middle of that part, and now I'm taking the middle of the outer part. I do the same in the opposite end, except I don't increase the paper, the score line, the whole way, only on the outside. So approximately 1 inch on each side, you will make a score line. Now make a middle fold again, but still don't increase the fold that you shouldn't increase before, only the one underneath the paper. I'm actually quite proud of this here box because I was sitting and playing and I wanted to find out a way to make a box without having any expensive tools. I have a little Danish YouTube channel, and I'm not sure that all my viewers have a scoreboard, for example, and a bone folder. And in this project, you actually don't need it. You just use your fingers. Now I'm lining up the corner line to the first score line, and I do that in all 4 corners. When I'm done doing that, I will turn around my paper and I will make a long score line down the sides of the long side of the paper, and then I'm ready to take out my scissor and start cutting. This project is made with printer paper. You could use cardboard, but the thicker the cardboard, the more difficult it would be to make the score lines, and maybe you then would have to use a bone folder or something else to increase the folding lines, the score lines width. But for this here project, and with printer paper, normal paper, you don't need anything else but your hands. Later in the video, I'll show you if you want to draw on your box, the lid of the box. I'll show you where you can draw and when to do it. Because if you wait until you've assembled the box, it will be very difficult to draw on it. You need to do it before that. So now the folding is done. So I'll start the cutting, and the first part here is the front of the bottom box. And I'll cut up to number 2 score line, and I will make a little extra cut, cutting out a little triangle piece. That way, when I fold the box, it won't be too thick and the paper won't wrinkle. So start by cutting a straight line on top of the folded line, and the 2 little squares, that part is where I take out a little triangle. And I do that on both sides of that piece. Now I'm increasing the folding lines and turning them in the opposite direction. Cut on the score line and cut out a little triangle, and the same on this side. And down here. But on the lid I only cut out a little triangle at the first cut. There's no second cut. So this is where I cut out the triangle. And I do exactly the same on this side. Now I'm almost done with the cutting, and then I'll start using my glue. I have a favorite glue. It's an outdoor wood glue. You can use the glue that you prefer. If you want to use tape, double-sided tape, you can use that. Now I'm going to cut half of each little square, but actually it would be enough just to cut the 1/2. That's to make sure that there's no fat places. That I don't want there to be an overlap of the paper when I fold it and when I glue it. So when you put your glue on, you can put glue on as I do, or you can put more glue on, and you can glue at, oh, I forgot. I need to cut out a triangle on both sides of the lid. That's to make it easier to open and close. You could round that cut, or you could cut it further, not just the one square, but both square, and make it a bigger triangle. This is the part you want to paint if you want to draw or paint on your lid. And do it before you assemble the box. Because as soon as you have assembled the box, as I said, it'll be very difficult to draw on it. So I only put glue on this part, but if you want to, you can put glue on all the parts, or some of the parts, or just the part I did. I'm making sure that the corners are straight, that the paper and the folded line are in an angle. And when I glue this the lid part together, it's important to make sure that there's glue all the way to the edge, or otherwise it might tear itself when you open and close the box and when you want to put stuff into it. And even though it's a box made out of printer paper, it's actually a good little box, and it's not as wobbly as you would think. So make sure that you get the glue all the way to the corner. And again, I'm making sure that the cut and the fold are at an angle as straight as possible. That will ensure that my box gets to be pretty to look at, and it will look more professional. And I do like that. Now I'm lining up the last part of my box, and now it's actually done. That was less than 10 minutes, just a little bit more than 10 minutes. 10 minutes. To make it easier to open up the box, I'll cut out a slice from the lid, the front of the lid, and I just do a half round cut. You could use a punch instead, and I'll show you in a minute how to do that. The box is done, and I'm actually quite satisfied. It's a neat little box. You can use it for presents. You can use it on your desk for your creative stuff, your embellishments and so on. It's a useful little box and very, very easy to assemble and make. So now I'm assembling the one with the drawing on, and instead of cutting, I use a punch. Very easy. Now both boxes are done. I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you liked it. I do hope that you will give me a thumbs up, that you will share it, and that you will subscribe to my channel. Thank you and stay creative. Bye bye.